Hey guys, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the ambitious card routine, at least how I do it, okay? There's a lot of different ways. Magicians have their own ways of doing the ambitious card routine, but this is the way I'm more comfortable with it. Basically, all it is just a card keeps jumping to the top after you put it in the middle. So many different, like at least 5 or 6 times at least. But, and usually at the end there's like a kicker ending somewhere, so that's kind of what the ambitious card routine is. So if you guys want to learn how I do it, then I'm going to show you guys performance, then I'm going to be showing you guys the tutorial. So we got a lot to cover, so let's get straight into it. So for starters, my spectator could go ahead and completely shuffle up the deck of cards, alright, any way they want to. Alright, a completely impromptu card trick. So once they were done shuffling, I would just go through the deck face up and have them just touch any card, okay? Let's say they touch the 7 of hearts, okay? So let's say they were drawn to the 7 of hearts. I would actually have them sign this card, or but I'm obviously not going to sign it, but you can take my word for it, it really would be a signed card, okay? So as you can see, the 7 of hearts is somewhere in the middle, okay? So that means it's obviously not on top. As you can see, the 4 of spades is on top, not your selection, okay? But watch, I just showed you your signed selection was in the middle of the deck, and that it was obviously not on top, but look, it jumps to the top. My spectator could completely inspect this, they could feel it and everything, but here's the thing, the trick's not over yet. I would go ahead and take the card, put it somewhere in the middle, and I would clearly show them it is going somewhere in the middle of the deck. Okay, so with your card somewhere in the middle of the deck, it's actually going to jump back to the top, the 7 of hearts. Okay, so look, we're going to take the 7 of hearts. I'm actually going to have my spectator push it in, so I'd have my spectator push it in, and I would even have my spectator take off the top card, and it would be their sign, 7 of hearts, okay? So look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your sign selection, and look, I'm cleanly going to just set it in the middle of the deck, and place the rest of the deck on top of it, okay? But look, it jumps to the top once again, and look, I can do this all day. I can just take it somewhere in the middle, jumps to the top, take it, slip it somewhere in the middle, it jumps to the top. As you can see, I can go ahead, take it, I'm going to put it somewhere in the middle, just like that. But again, of course, it jumps to the top. Oh, wait a minute. Sometimes it don't make it all the way. Here we go. Oh, that's not either. Here, I'll tell you what. Instead of me being at fault for screwing this trick up, I'll let you do this. Go ahead and just call stop whenever you want. If you say it wrong, this is kind of your fault, you know what I'm saying? Alright, right there. Perfect. Okay, so you said stop right here. Okay, you could have said stop anywhere. Alright, but you said stop right here. On the 8 of hearts. You were close, but you're not. It was not the 7 of hearts. But as a magician, I'm always ready to fix my spectators' mistakes, because sometimes they can shuffle the deck wrong and everything. A magician always has to be prepared. So like I said, as a magician, I can always fix my spectators' mistake. Okay guys, so here's the tutorial for everything you just saw in that little performance there. That's basically my ambitious card routine, so let's get straight into how to do it. So, first things first is you're just going to hand the deck over to the spectator and you're going to let them shuffle the cards. There's no setup, usually, to the ambitious card routine. So, once they're done shuffling up all the cards, you're going to go through the deck face up, just like this. And you're just going to have them touch any card. So, for tutorial purposes, let's just say they touch the Ace of Spades. What you're going to do is you're going to out-jog it. And you're going to have them sign this card. Okay, definitely want to have it signed, because that just makes this effect 10 times more strong. Okay, so after they've signed the card, there's 2 things you could do here. You can push the card in at an angle, just like this. Push up and in with your pinky on that card, just like that, and catch a break, and then do a turnover pass, just like that. Okay, and that would control their card to the top. Or you can do like I did in the performance. Okay, so it's out-jogged in the middle, and what you're going to do is, while it's out-jogged, you're going to bring it back down to show, look, okay, it really is in the middle. And this is what I like about this. This is why I usually do it this way, because it's got a convincing thing here. So what you're going to do is you're going to be like, look, your card really is in the middle, and what you're going to do is you're going to call the card just like this. So what you're doing is you're taking your hand, and you're pulling the ace back, and then the card right in front of it, it's buried there. The 4 of clubs here, you're going to pull it with your thumb just like that, and you did that. So you just pulled this back above. That might take a little bit of practice, but you kind of pulled it above the rest of the pack. And then you're just going to spread through being like, look, okay, so your card is in the middle. It's not on top. Okay, so now you're ready. Whenever you close this up, you can just put it on top. But this is a good convincer showing, look, it's not on top. All right, and once you're done, you just square up. And now what you just did was control up their card to the top. So turn over, pass, or cull it to the top, whatever you want to do. I've used both, and both, they work fine. So what you're gonna do is you like, but look, and I just like to flick it off my thumb, kind of makes it look magical. Or you could do this, at like you're really pulling the card to the top, and then flick it off. Be like, look, I want to show you something. Poof, and then so, and poof, and then it snaps to the top. Okay, just like that. So the ace of spades. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay it on the table, mat, whatever you're performing on, and while they're kind of inspecting it, like, wait, how the heck did that just happen? You're gonna be getting a Marlowe tilt ready. Basically, what that is you're tilting the top card up a little bit. So whenever you come, you're looking like you're putting it in the middle of the deck, but actually you're just putting it right over that card. And from their perspective, it looks like you really are just putting it somewhere in the middle of the deck. Okay. So you actually just put it in the second position. So now what I like to do is just this big motion, like, okay, so it's in the middle, and what I just did was I dropped the Marlowe tilt, and it just looked like I just kind of did this motion, because you don't really want to do this in front of a spectator. Okay, they probably won't really notice too much. Just use a little bit of misdirection. Use some kind of misdirection just to drop the Marlowe tilt. I like to just do this, and then you're good, okay? So, after that, you're just simply going to do a double lift. You're just going to get a break on the top two cards. Riffle up, I like to pinky count, whatever you want to do, and then just flip over the two cards as one. So this is a double, okay? Right. And you can be like, look, the ace jumps to the top, So what you're going to do is you're going to flip it back over, and you're just going to take this top card. They think this is the ace, but it's actually the four of spades. And I like to riffle it down, put it in the middle, and have them push it in, okay? So they push in what they think is the ace, and then you tell them to take off the top card. Okay, so once you've done that, what you're going to do is it's on top now, right? So what you're going to do is be like, look, you're going to riffle down. Alright, just like that. So you're just going to riffle down top two cards from the bottom, or the bottom two cards, and catch a pinky break, and then transfer that to a thumb break, just like that. Now what you're going to do is you're going to swing cut half the deck into this hand, just like that. So now their card is right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this hand and push up on this card until those two cards you're holding a break on over are flush with the deck. Then you're just going to do a wrist kill. You're going to drop off those two cards, just like that, and then do a wrist kill. Okay, so that way they don't see the cards there. And you're like, look, we got the ace of spades. You're going to take your index finger, push it in. So they think it's on top, but actually it's in the third position from the top, okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to say, I'm going to take it, put it in this pack. So now they think this is the ace, but it's just a random card. And put the rest of the pack on top of it, all right? And then you're going to get another break and get ready to do another double lift, okay? So you're going to do the double lift, saying, look, it jumped to the top once again. What you're going to do is, I like to do this thing where I pick up at the card, I get under the break and just pick it up, okay? So I'm holding it tight, making sure it does not come loose or anything. So I'm keeping this completely squared up, and I'll just like take my thumb and flick it. And that's a really good convincer that this is only one card. Not that they're doubting it anyway, but it's just really a good convincer, okay? So they really think this is one card. You're going to carefully set it back on top of the deck, flip the double over. And now this is what I like to do. What I want to do is just quickly slip jog it. You can say, look, we can do this all day. I'm going to slip jog it into the middle. Alright, jumps to the top. And now, you just did a real slip jog. Now what you're going to do is a fake slip jog. So you're going to use actually your middle finger to just pull this bottom card, and while your thumb is doing this. Alright, and you're actually bringing this packet down just like that. So your thumb's pulling off the bottom card. Your thumb is pretending to pull off the top card just like that, but actually it's not doing anything. Alright, and then this pack's coming down like this, and it looks a little something like this. Just like that. And it looks like I really did just slip the bottom card, or the top card, into the middle of the deck. Okay, so you do the real slip jog, do the fake slip jog, you jump to the top, okay? So now what you're going to do is you really are going to take their card, and you're going to put it somewhere in the middle, and go to the back of the deck. And what you're going to do is you're going to push in and down at the same time. And what that's going to do is you're going to allow you to have a break under the cards. You're going to get a pinky break, just like that under their top card. But now what you're going to do is say, look, it jumps to the top, and obviously this is not their card, okay? So you're gonna, oh crap, I just screwed this whole trick up. So you're gonna be like, hung out. This is just like, acting from here on. You're gonna be like, oh wait a minute, hang on. Sometimes I'm one off. Sometimes I like to do that just to make it look like I really did mess up this trick. You know what I'm saying? So after you've realized you've messed up this whole trick, I like to do this little joke. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you screw up the trick this time. I'm just gonna riffle down and have you say stop whenever you want. The odds are pretty slim, so if you get this wrong, it's basically your fault. So what you're gonna do is a riffle force, okay? So you're going to be holding a break, you're just going to have them say stop, and it doesn't matter where they say stop, you're just going to pick up at the break. What I like to do is grab the break, bring this front down, and then pick up, okay? And it looks like I really am picking up where they said stop, so it looks a little something like this. like that. Now you're just going to cut this to the top. And again, you're going to pinky count, riffle up, whatever you want to do to get a break under the top 2 cards, okay? I'm just going to riffle up in this case. It's a little bit easier. So now that you have your break, you're going to be like, okay, so let's see if you said stop. And what you're going to do is a double lift, okay? So now there's a lot of things you could do at this point. You could do some kind of color change to make it turn into the ace of spades, whatever you want to do, okay? But, or what I like to usually do is you could do this color change if you wanted, but that would mean covering, doing the KM move, and that's just like a lot of, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine, but what I like to usually do is just, look, okay, hang on a minute, 6 of hearts, you screwed this whole trick up, like I said, but as a magician, I have to fix my spectator's mistakes, so you're going to flip this back over, okay? And you're going to be like, look, and you can shake it, you can have them sandwich it in their hands. I like to spin it on my finger. I can't do it. I like to spin it on my finger just like that, whatever, and then flick it, and then it turns into the ace of spades. So there's like a lot of freedom. You can literally do whatever you want to change it into the ace of spades, whatever suits your fancy, I guess. So that is my ambitious card routine, guys. So yeah, and that's pretty much the video. We're trying to hit 30 subscribers before my birthday, alright, September 3rd. If we can do that, that would be awesome, guys. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Again, share this with your friends so they can subscribe. Again, we're just trying to hit 30 subscribers for my birthday. That would be awesome. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.